There you go. Hi. All right. Today it is the 18th now of January. I meant to do it on the 17th, but that's the way things are. Things get going. I was talking to my son about different things. He had to evacuate from the Altadena fire. And so we got to talking and it got later. So, anyway, I apologize for being late. It's my little guy. It looks like none of you guys are here, but hopefully some of you come on. I'm hoping you do. There you go, Moon and Stars. Hi, honey. How are you? It's good to see you. I figured you guys, I haven't been on in a few days, so I thought my hair's a mess. And I apologize, but I just wanted to let you know I'm alive and well here in Burbank. Hey, Cheryl. Hi. Okay, you're here. Good. Panda. Hi. Yeah, everybody. Hi. I don't know if you guys did any. I was hoping that you were okay. Haven't seen you on. I know. I know. That's why I came on. Hi, Christian. Yeah, I came on to let you know I am okay, even though, um, it's sort of like everyone living in this city. I think, I mean, certainly everybody I know, we all feel for each other. I've been, I've been very worried. Okay. What have you been worried about, Cheryl? I'm safe. I'm definitely safe. I'm safe and sound. And I'm happy to see you guys. Oh, you're worried about me? No, no, no. Don't worry about me. No. It's really weird. My son and I were talking about this because, he had to uh, evacuate from um, Altadena, where he was living. It's not his own home, so it was okay. He was okay on it. I'm born and raised in California. It's all so sad right now. It is. I feel really bad for everyone who's lost their home. You see people that are just, you think, where are they going? They've lost everything. It's burnt to the ground. But that it is LA strong. I mean, it's amazing. People are coming together. They are, thank God. And you do see the worst of mankind and the best of mankind. Thank you. 420 Audits Ireland. All right. Thank you. Enjoy Ireland for me, please. I miss it. I really do. I do. I loved it. I went to Dublin. That's where I went. It's absolutely devastating for all the people who have lost everything. I know, Sophie, it really is. And it's something that everyone is almost like living through, whether you lost everything or not. It's just so tragic. And and yet people are coming together. I saw a show today where the guys out in Pacific Palisades, a whole bunch of them are getting together and they said, we've been here forever and we're going to keep on. We're going to get it back. We're going to rebuild. That's it. And I was like, all right, that's good. So things like this, you have to, it's like an emergency. You have to move through it one way or the other. And this is so, like Justin and I were just talking about it. It's like a week ago on Tuesday night, it's now Friday, but a week and a half. But Tuesday night, I found out there was a fire in Altadena where my son lived. And I said, okay, come on over. And he took those photographs that are on my Facebook. I put them up there so you can see what the photographs he took. I mean, it was close. The fire was close to him. And he got out safely, got here, and he was smart enough to bring everything. I mean, just about everything he has, everything he needed for sure. And I thought, man, good for you. Because a lot of people didn't. They really didn't. So I say to everyone, whether you're in an emergency or not, and I've said it before on this, but I want people to get it in their head. Sit down, make a list of everything that you need during a day and at night. What things do you actually need? And then at least you've got it in your head. It's like somebody reminded me the other day, bring your SP declarer. And I thought, oh my God, thank goodness they said that. I would have never thought of that. That was really smart. I have an aunt in Hollywood Hills. I was so nervous for her. Yeah, because that was close. That was really close. They're covering up something. Or a land grab. I don't know what you're saying, Cheryl. I'm not sure on that. You think who's covering up what? That one I don't get. Scan all the documents and have an external hard drive you can grab on your way out. Exactly. Perfect. Moon and stars, perfect. Because then you've got everything right there. That's something I think I'll do that. That's a good idea. I have a case with everything in it that's vital. But that's a good idea to scan it also. Tricky times. The other thing to remember to bring in if you have a box with your valuable documents, money. Because if you're in an emergency situation, you're going to need cash. And not all banks are, your bank might be burned down. So, bring some cash. I've also seen on my architecture page many historical mid-century modern buildings that were lost in the fires. I know. I grew up in Chicago. The whole city burned down. And that was another cement city that burned down to the ground. Also, take all photos of your belongings for insurance. Exactly. There's a lot of little tips on things to do, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Number one is if they say evacuate, get out. That's number one. But even before that, I think is make a list, because then and put the stuff together so that what you need, you have. That's vital. Put your vital things together. LA has some of the best modernist houses in the world. That's the weird thing. We were saying that. It's so weird because it's just in this one area on this end of the city, out at the beach, and this other area. No, wait, let's see. Where is this? Over here, Altadena, which they're probably in driving, it's about an hour away, or hour and a half. It's a long way. But it's so freaky. Those two areas burnt to the ground. And everything else is just like it was yesterday. The sun's out, everybody's going to work, everything's fine, except for us watching the news to make sure everybody's okay that we know. But for the guys that lost it, it's a whole different, adventure for them. That's going to be good and bad. Put everything in a small fireproof safe you can take with you is a good idea too. Yeah. A lot of stuff. And now we're going to have another big Santa Ana winds. They're not going to be as big as the ones we had. We had 100 mile an hour winds here in Burbank on Tuesday night when Justin came. But now they're going to have them next Monday and Tuesday again. I don't know what it is about Monday and Tuesday, but they're going to have 40 to 50 mile an hour winds, which is still pretty big. It's not huge. It's not like 100 mile an hour. It's not hurricane stuff. Look for a plan for 2028. The fire break out in the areas they want to rebuild for Olympics. Really? Okay, look at the plan for 2028. The fire broke out in the areas they want to rebuild for Olympics. I don't know if that's true. I worked for the Olympics in 1984, and there wasn't a big fire thing then. So I don't know if that's true, Moon and Stars. I don't. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying, you can certainly look at it. Land grab. Okay, Cheryl. Got it. It could be. It very well could be. we'll have to see. That's the thing. It's a tricky thing to have thousands of people out of a home. It really is. It's like, I mean, my son's friend, thank God she fought them. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but a bunch of the insurances for fire were canceled right before this fire. And my son's friend, she fought them tooth and nail and won. And it was like good for her, because two of her homes, she took care of her parents. They passed away. She inherited the two homes, and then they burnt to the ground. But she fought them tooth and nail on the fire, the fire insurance. The scale of it is really terrifying. It is. It's worth looking at. Being informed is the best defense. Exactly, Moon and Stars. That's right. I agree with you on that. And that's the opposite. That was sort of my topic tonight. I don't know if you guys saw the interview Mark Bunker and I did about Andreas, but it shows Andreas. He came here from Norway, and he's protesting out in front of LA Org. And you see how he's just so calm and cool and collected. I mean, it's so amazing. He was a really, truly amazing person. But Joel is just, like Andreas said, Joel said, "You've got up all these lies about us." And Andrea said, "No, I don't. If people put up lies, I look into it, I research it, which I recommend you do, Joel Phillips. And if it's a lie, I take it down." Now, Joel had never read xenu.net. That's Andreas's site. He'd never read it. He'd never read his site, which is the Religious Freedom Watch site, which is a complete bullshit site of Scientology, filled with lies, and he doesn't even know what it says on it. And that's how they do that. It's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. We'll handle it." That's Andreas's site right there. I just wanted you guys to see it. If anybody's new here, I couldn't believe about the insurance being canceled. I know, but thank God Justin's friend fought that. That's really good. Is your son still staying with you, or was he able to go home? He doesn't want to go home. It's super toxic there, even though it's amazing. You see these videos of, the National Guard are out there without masks on or goggles or anything. Now, Drew, who worked out in the Palisades, he had on everything. He said, no. Tell him definitely when he does go back, wear a mask, wear goggles, be prepared, protect yourself. But he's I don't want to get into his personal life, but he's not going back there. No, and he's not staying here. He's got another place he's going. So that's good. So blessings come in different forms. Link to the video of Tori and Mark talking about Andreas. Thank you, Sophie. Thank you. Yeah, Andreas was an amazing guy. I mean, when I found out he had a brain tumor, he called me and he said, and I said, "What does that mean? I mean, how long are you going to live?" I thought it'd be like 10, 15 years. He said, "No, they've actually given me 2 years at the most. I'll live." And I said, "Andreas, that's so sad." I was just like so bummed. And he said, "Don't be sad, Tori. Don't be sad. I'm a lucky guy." And I said, "You're a lucky guy?" And he goes, "Yeah, I am. I have had a wonderful life. I have wonderful friends. I've gotten done a lot," which he did with Xenu.net, and he did many other things in his own world that were cool. Hi, Susan P. And, that's Andreas. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. He's dying. He has 2 more years to live. Bless his heart. He's a sweetheart. But anyway, if you get a chance, watch it, because it's interesting to see Andreas in action. It's like, man, I mean, I never stop being impressed with him. He's just an incredible guy. I love how Andreas talked with logic, research, and from the heart. I know, that's it. Logic, research, and the heart. And he says to Joel, "I respect you." Joel doesn't respect him, and we know that. You know what I mean? He can't because he's a suppressive person, even though he was never even in Scientology, but I'm sure they consider him an SP. Moon and stars. This will sound crazy, but the older I get, the more I would find it peaceful to know my expiration date. Is that sick? No, no. I think I agree with you 100%. I'd love that. That'd be great. This is how long you have. Whether it's 5 days or 5 years or 50 years. It'd be like, good. Give me the date. You know what I mean? So I can get everything in that time. Isn't that funny? I think that's very normal. I do. If anybody else thinks it's not normal, let us know. But I think it's normal. I really do. Because why not? You might as well know when your time's up. Because so many people, when their time is up, go, oh, I wish I could have done this and this and this. But if you knew, then that's a different thing. I would love it. See, I wouldn't tell a soul either. Yeah, just keep it with yourself. But at least you'd know. Yeah, I think it'd be really good. I mean, I'm 77, so my brothers and all three of us, because they're older than I am, and we're all three like, hey, we've all three lived our lives. We're happy with our lives. So if we die tomorrow, celebrate our life. Don't be all mourning, oh, I miss this person. It's like I have like 1,000 videos up. You can watch me forever. But, my brother has music, David, and Paul's written 10 books. So all three of us are very, we've done what we wanted to do, and we're happy about our lives. So there you go. So that's good. And I was happy to know they feel that way too. So we had that talk. That's good. I guess the question is, how would you live your life if you knew you were going to die? Yeah, I think people would probably, hi, Jamie. I think people probably would probably fit in more things that were really important to them if they knew they were going to die. That's just what I think. I don't know if it's true. Does anybody else have a thought on that? Throw me in the backyard and move on. Exactly. My thing is like, have a party, celebrate the life and the person that you love, and then move on. I mean, I'm always shocked at hearing on Facebook, oh, I'm so sad. My dad died at 95. It's like, how old do you want someone to live? It's like we're not really designed to, these bodies in general are not designed to live to be hundreds and hundreds of years old. And it's like if someone lives into 90 and they're healthy and they're happy, if they pass away, good for them. They had a great life and they left. I think it's fantastic. The same way I do now, love each day like my last. Yeah, I do that too. But we do know we're going to die. Yeah, that's definitely going to happen, Steph. All right. And Rowan, swill some Jill juice spray. Not sure what that means. Keiko, hi. I'm here listening while I'm finishing getting ready for bed. We'll catch the rest later. All right. I'm not going to be on long, so don't worry about it. You get ready for bed. Patrick Skinner, hi. Good to see you. Please hit that like button. Aw. Osa. Kiko, it's good to see you here. Lisa Hughes, good to see you too. Teresa, hi Tori, good to see you. It's, I don't think you finished the sentence, Teresa. Moon and stars, that's lovely. What did she say? I gotta go up and look and see. Sophie, you can use it if you want to. What did she say? Darn it. All right, now let me, sorry, Patrick. Oh, those are cute. Hi. Moon and stars. Let's see what she said that we can use. Sophie, the same way I do now, love each day like my last. Perfect. Exactly. I think that's the, I don't know if that's all you can do. Okay, so Sophie, you don't want to know? I surrender to the universe and let it be. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I need to know. I agree with you on that. It's like life's going to roll on. I always say life rolls on, don't miss it. And sorry, now I got this thing going. Okay, there we go. But I've been saying that for 24 years now. Life rolls on, don't miss it. Because you see a lot of people missing their life in Scientology. They really do. Okay, hi, Lisa Hughes. Hi, everyone. Hi, good to see you. It's that's where I'm not sure what you were saying. It's something. Patrick Skinner, I like him. Hi, Tori, it's great to see you. Okay. Sophie, you can use it if you want to. We will. Sounds like a plan. All right. So, anyway, basically, that's what happens with Scientologists. They ignore the facts, and they're really not allowed to look at the facts. So, that's why Joel, who's supposed to be the representative for Scientology, is out there talking to Andreas, and he doesn't know. I mean, I said, Joel, you don't even know, you have lies up about me. And they're flat out lies. And he goes, well, I don't know anything about it. You can go ahead and prove me wrong. And I said, I don't have to prove you wrong. You're the one lying. I'm not lying. It's my life. I can tell people what you've said is not true. 100%. I never wanted to get off my medicine. Scientology made me get off my medicine. I can take step by step and each one of the things but I know you don't even know what they are. You don't even know what the lies are, and you won't talk to me. So that's just insane. And you deserve people seeing you being crazy because that's how you look. Okay. It's so true, Tori, and seeing our children grow up, it's like they're babies when they are grown. And where did the time go? I know, it really scoots along, doesn't it? Moon and stars, it's time for bed. Oh, okay. Hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Move more than, love more than you hate. Very good policy. Life is short. Eat dessert first. I love that. I did it tonight. I was going to have a chocolate cake, a piece of that, because I lost my bridge. So I have to get it replaced. And until I do, it's hard to eat. So I went with my son out to eat. I was going to get lentil soup, but they didn't have it. So then I got pancakes with chocolate chips in them. Oh, it was good. It was like dessert. It really was. Okay, Patrick Skinner, sleepy night, Sophie, Tori, and folks. All right, good night. Okay, Moon and Stars, have a wonderful sleep. And that's very solid advice. It is. Thank you. And Patrick, have a lovely evening and a great weekend. It's the weekend. Hey, Tori, here I am again. Your biggest fan from the Netherlands. Hi, Peter. Good to see you. Enjoy the Netherlands. Yeah, so they were yummy pancakes. They were huge. That was the other thing. I had to give one to my son. I got a short stack, is what it was called. And it was 3 gigantic, as big as this circle is. That's how big the pancake was. They were huge. We could barely eat them with each of us splitting it. But they were good. Pancakes are a great idea when you need to eat soft food. I know, it worked out really well. So anyway, you guys, I just wanted to tell you I'm good, I'm fine, and I wanted to make sure you guys are fine, which it looks like you are. And that's about it. Do you have any questions or anything else that you want to say? Because I'm going to sign off. I'm not going to stay on long because I'm just not. It's late. I meant to start earlier, but I got in a long conversation with my son, which was very valuable. It was really good. There's a farmer's market near my dentist's office that was amazing squishy apple cider donuts. Not me. So I go there for appointments and get a donut. I stopped eating donuts when I was 100 pounds overweight. And I joined Weight Watchers. And to this day, I've kept 100 pounds off. I lost 100 pounds. I've kept it off for 14 years. And I will not eat a donut. It's just sort of my own principle. It's sort of like alcoholics, they can't have a drink. Well, food you have to eat. So, but for me, I don't have to eat a donut, and I'm not. But I did have the pancakes with the chocolate chips. Keiko, Tori, I'm so glad you're okay, other than your bridge. Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, you guys. Well, anyway, have a wonderful weekend. I've stopped eating cheap donuts, and this is one of the few places I'll get them. Well, there you go. As long as you set a boundary, then you're okay. I mean, for me, it was just a principle thing where I kind of I felt like an alcoholic because I was like Homer Simpson driving around getting donuts. And I was like, I'd go in and get some donuts, and I couldn't eat them in the same place because it was too embarrassing. So I'd go to another place, go in there and get some donuts. And I just thought, this is ridiculous. I'm like an alcoholic. So when I quit, I was like, that is what I'm putting number one. And I haven't had one since the 90s. Yeah, I started Weight Watchers in the 90s. But good for you. Good, Kiko, for stopping that. That's good. And Jamie, later. See you later. It's not near my house, so I'm not at risk of overdoing it. Good. Sometimes I get a six-pack and freeze them, but I only get them out at the end of the day. That's good. That's good. I think I squished those two together. Sometimes I get a six-pack and freeze them, but I only go there twice a year. Okay, unless I'm having dental problems. Okay, good. Yeah, I switched it. And then Jamie said, I only eat donuts when I feel like it. When I feel sad, Dunkin' Donuts throw them out at the end of the day. Well, everybody's got their system, and you got to get your own system. That's it. Hi, Verity. Good to see you. I hope you get some good sleep. I hope we all do. I know. Sophie, Keiko, I love that. Definitely better to get the best quality if you're going to eat sweets or anything, really. Yeah, that's why the pancakes were good. It was like the really good pancakes. They were tasty. I'd never had them, and I will probably never have them again, but they were delicious. I will say that. And they worked for I think it's on this side. Yeah. My missing bridge. All right, you guys. Well, anyway, I'm sorry I don't have more things to tell you. If you have any questions, you can ask me, and then I could tell you that. Then that would help me. But in the meantime, it's here in Los Angeles. We in Burbank are doing good. We're well. Yep, I usually dumpster dive them to rescue them and bring them home, and not the only dumpster diving for donuts. Lots of people doing it. Wow, that would be dangerous for me. That would be very tricky. Only because I'd eat them all. That's my thing. I always say, no, don't, no. I used to have potluck parties, and I'd say everything has to leave this house because people bring food in. And then at the end of the party, I'd say, everybody has to take food. And they say, no, you keep it. I said, no, because I'll eat it all. Sweet potatoes are great and healthy when you can't chew well. That's a good idea, Keiko. Thank you. And it works for my sweet tooth. Me too. I love sweet potatoes. Question, Tori, is there food that's considered not good in Scientology? That's a good question. Not really, because the Sea Org, they have their own food. That's a whole different thing. The public, most of them are overweight. Not all of them, but a lot of them are overweight because the auditors often say, especially when you're on the upper part of the bridge, they'll say, I think I don't think you had enough to eat. You better go eat. And for an overeater, great. Let's go eat. So that's how I gained the weight. But I don't really think they have bad foods. No, I don't. I mean, they have all kinds of different diets that come and go within Scientology all the time. You name a diet, I've been on it. You name it. Rice and beans is a Sea Org thing. Since they give it as punishment, it's not really punishment. It's a staple. That's how they see it. It's a staple. I guess they eat bird food. No, they don't eat bird food. I just wonder if they have dietary requirements. Not really. No, but they always, you have to figure these are people that are already conned by a cult. So there's people that come in who are nutritionalists, chiropractors, homeopaths, all this other shit. But they really, there are some good ones of those, but they're not usually in Scientology. The Scientology guys are there to get the money, just like Hubbard. It's like, if you want to make money, start a religion. That was his quote in 1949. So it's the same for these guys, and I can't tell you. I mean, I've been to chiropractors where you could tell you're just paying their bills. That's it. That's all that's happening. No, they're big on vitamins, so they have vitamins that they recommend that you take, but they don't really have dietary requirements that I know of. At least they didn't when I was in. But we were always on different diets all the time. There's people all the time on different diets. White rice is very high in sugar. May as well eat chocolate. Yeah, exactly. It has no nutrients at all. Didn't Janice Gillum Grady's father sell vitamins? He did. It was Peter Gillum's. Yeah. I worked for him for a while, Peter Gillum. Yeah, and he sold vitamins, and they have protein drinks and stuff like that. Yeah, he did. And then Miscavige had the nerve, after years of people buying his vitamins, and it's the best vitamins and CalMag and all this stuff. And then Miscavige had the nerve to have some event and say his vitamins are total trash. Don't ever take them. And it was like, oh my God, how bad are you people? It's pathetic. So yeah, that was Peter Gillum, and he passed away, I think, a couple of years ago. But her mother started Celebrity Center, Yvonne Jentz, who was married to Heber Jentz, she was originally married to Peter Gillum and had the kids. And she has some great books out about that. Charles Patrick. Question: who was the curly-haired woman yelling at Mark at the protesters during the mad picket? Wonder who the big sweaty bully was too. He definitely would have thrown punches if no cops there. I don't know who the big sweaty guy was. I'll have to watch it again. But the curly-haired girl is, I know her name. Anyway, it just went out of my head. But Mark mentions her in that picket. So I can't remember her name now. I'm really bad at names, but I do know her name. It's just I can't remember it right now. But Mark mentions it because he really liked her a lot, even though she's always screaming at everybody and stuff. Charles, oh, I know the lady you mean, but I forgot her name. Yeah, Sophie. I know, me too. And I know her. I really know her name. I could call Bunker. Let's see if we can call Bunker. It's late, but I'm going to call him just for fun, just to give him a hard time. What the hell? This is my home phone. I know, too corny, but it really helps when you lose your cell phone. You can use this phone to call it. What is her name? He's gonna know it in a minute if he picks up. Sophie. I know. Come on, Bunky, pick up the phone. I don't care if it's 3 a.m. Mary DeMoss. That's her name. Okay, Bunky, sorry I'm calling you so late. We were trying to remember Mary DeMoss's name, and I just remembered it. Sleep tight. There you go. Mary DeMoss. That's her name. It's 4 a.m. in Florida. Ah! Well, he's up usually. The other night he was up till 11 in the morning. He's up a lot of times. He's a night owl like me. Not Stacy. No, it's Mary DeMoss. That's what I just said. Yeah. Yeah, that's her. And she did something to me right when I left. I was just newly out, and she started bugging me. And I wrote David Miscavige, and I said, get her off my lines. I don't want to hear from her. If she keeps bugging me about this one specific thing, I'm going to go to the media, and you will never hear the end of it. And boy, that was the end of Mary DeMoss yelling at me. It was like, I don't know if he got it or who got it, but somebody went, she means business. I was probably yachty. I do it. Oh my God, Tori, my mom said to never ring people late at night unless it's an emergency. But hey, we're British. No, I know I'm the same. I never call anybody, but Bunker and I talk a lot late at night. So I know he's up, a lot of the time. And it's like, if he isn't, he'll just sleep through it. He'll turn off his phone. But if he's up, which he is a lot of the times, it's okay. Because he's a night owl like me, so you can call me at 2 a.m. and I'm not going to go, what are you calling me at 2 a.m. for? I mean, not really. I mean, that's probably a little late for me, but he stays up all night doing editing and stuff like that. He's really good. He won an Emmy for editing. He's a very, very good videographer. Anyway, there you go. All right, so I love you guys, and I'm happy I'm alive and well, and I'm really happy my son's alive and well. And for the people that have lost everything, everyone around the world is feeling bad for you and wishing that they could help you in any way. And I do recommend, if you want to help, you can send money to the charity of your choice. He is a cool guy, Sophie. Thank you. I agree. But that helps, because they're getting, water and diapers and all kinds of stuff that people need. I mean, Justin and I were just talking about getting a HEPA filter because the air, they've said, that toxic air from Altadena will travel 100 miles. That's what they said. Tricky, very tricky. So anyway, here you go. All right. And Keiko says, Sophie, as a night owl, I don't mind if people ring me in the middle of the night, but they rarely do. I know, I'm the same. And he's the same too. But, once in a while we do. And I know he knows I know his schedule. You should definitely get a HEPA filter. I know, I'm going to. I am. I'm working on it. I mean, I'm mostly working on it for my son because I want him to have one. Because they're going to be going in and out of Altadena eventually. Because, anyway, I want him to make sure he's got pure air. And I probably should too. It's a good idea. All right, you kiddies. Well, anyway, I'm going to go to bed. We've been on for 39 minutes. That's probably my shortest video ever. Some group has been giving away free masks and home filters in front of Amoeba Music at Hollywood and Argyle. Wow, really? I heard they were giving away, that they had something like 5,000, I think it's 5,000 HEPA filters that they're giving away, but they didn't say where. So thank you, Charles. That helps. That really helps. Amoeba. Okay. At Hollywood and oh yeah, I know where that is. I'll go there tomorrow, I think. Or at least I'll see if, I don't know. I'll see. Justin, I'll have him go because he's the one that evacuated. Good night, sweet dreams. And I agree, sweet dreams for everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. And I love you all. All right. Cheers out. And for the guys that come on tomorrow and see this, please leave me a message. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you to all of you for coming on here tonight. I loved seeing you. It was really, really warm my heart. Thank you. Good night, Verity. Good night, Sophie. Good night, Christian. Good night, Charles. I'm going to go all the way up the list. Good night, Kiko. Anyway, you guys have a great weekend. All right, I'm going to sign out now. I got to figure out on my new thing. Oh, yeah, here we go. End stream. Here you go. Nope, that didn't work. Not yet.